next presenter tonight is Jolivette Anderson-douoning in Goldleana's Hand.
Thank you. All mamas have mamas. My mama's mama was born in 1920, born black and a girl child, born in Longstreet, Louisiana. By age 10, she was listed on the 1930 census as literate. 96 years from my mama's birth is her great-granddaughter, whom she never met, yet what she did with her strong but tender black hands would change forever our world. This is Naja. Little Miss Jolivette, that's me, was crowned a queen, instilled at an early age with pride and dignity from work and words done by Goldleana's hand. Helen. My mama's name was Helen because she could make you feel like hell if you didn't go along with the dream she had for uplifting black people. Her mama, Goldleana, made sure she could see her inner queen even among some very unpleasant things. Mrs. Goldleana documented many things that happened in segregated spaces. She was a record keeper, and my fondest memories of her are singing, "Shine on me, oh shine on me. I wonder if the lighthouse will shine on me." Goldleana's mama was Minervia. She was all of 14 when Goldleana was born. No need to gasp. This was the norm for little black girls born in rural Louisiana before World War I. Her obituary is simple, with no picture. It is only because of Goldleana's handwriting that I know she died because she was hit by a car. Circumstances surrounding her death still unknown. Being a Mrs. meant my grandmother, Goldleana, was married first to Willie Mosley, then to Willie Abraham, the man who loved her and helped her raise her 3 children. Black men are always present in our lives. All of that history just to take a look at me. Who am I? Why am I here? What am I to give to the little black girl who calls me mama? All mamas have mamas. History and memory kiss me on my cheek when I see my infant daughter sitting on my mother's knee as my mother sits confidently on my daddy's grave, talking to him and about him as if he is still here, because to us, he is. These are the roots that have been planted, the struggle that my hair symbolizes, and that is why little Naja grabbed my lock with her fist and began to scratch her gums, teething while looking into the camera directly. She has always held on to me. She didn't want to come out. The doctor had to break my water. This child of mine was extremely comfortable. All mamas have mamas. Mama say, daddy say, mama say. She, Naja, is the 6th generation of black girls who survived girlhood to become black women. She is the first of the 6 generations to be born outside of Louisiana. She has heard of Goldleana, but she has actually hugged her Mima, Helen, while visiting the house her grandparents raised 5 children in. with just 2 bedrooms of space. Flashing back to 1920, this is a young Goldleana. She is stylish in this picture. She must have learned some of this from her mother, Minervia, who must have learned some of that from her mother, Mama Starks, and her mamas and papas of the community. She loved and cared for the neighborhood girls. This is 1964. And in the 1960s, on Ledbetter Street in Shreveport, Louisiana, there was Jacqueline, who was an infant in her arms, our neighbors Glenda, Rosemary, Sonia, and Patrice, all people that I grew up with on Ledbetter Street. Before them, she had her 3 children, Ernest, Helen, and Rosie. This is 1950, Negro Day at the Louisiana State Fair. Shocking to the ear, perhaps, but what did we really think Jim Crow segregation was all about? Helen, Goldleana, Minervia, and Mama Starks, 4 Black women in this image who paved a way for me, paved a way for a legacy of pride and dignity. Born 1920, literate by 1930. In Louisiana, Caddo Parish, she could read, write, cipher, organize, and plan. She created a better world for us through the actions of her hand. This is the ledger that my grandmother kept documenting the house that she and my grandfather Willie built. Hers were the hands that picked the cotton and kept the records that documented our Black presence, so I could write a dissertation that tells our version of the history of this nation. Her labors were acts of liberation.